And the biggest question, because I know a lot of people now are talking about how Brooklyn could potentially people are talking about how it's going to be in the NBA Finals. It's going to be Brooklyn versus the Lakers. It's going to be Brooklyn against the Lakers. My problem with Brooklyn, though, dude, is that the defense, man. You have all that firepower on offense, but it's going to be the defense. And you also have to look at it this way, dude. Out of the three guys on that court, out of the three guys in that big three, there's only one guy who's actually capable of being a complementary piece, and that's the best one, which is Kevin Durant. He's the only one capable of being a spot-up shooter. He's the only one capable of being like, yes, you can dribble the ball 50 times on the perimeter, and I will stand in the corner, and I can spot up, and I'll shoot over anybody because I have a fucking 11-foot release point. So he's the only one capable of being a complimentary player. And frankly, he's the only one I think capable of playing defense because he's 7 feet tall. The other two dudes, I don't know, because I know Harden's
Kyrie can get his man
when he wants to. But
if he's there, that's the question. If he's there, because right now he's not.
I don't, because they already struggle on defense. That team already struggles on defense. It's like
but here's the thing. I think they're at the point though. I think they're going to be fine. Like they have enough offense.
How do they match up with the Lakers? Oh,
no. I'm talking about in the East. I think they're going to be fine in the East. The one team that I could see giving them trouble is like a team that it does play good defense, Miami, or even Toronto. Toronto could also give them, because Toronto's like one of those teams, like they're a matchup nightmare because one, their coaching, like Nick Nurse's scheme, the schemes he runs are like they're disciplined. Like their players are disciplined, and Kyle Lowry obviously leading the charge there on defense, but I think the question for them, look, the question for the Nets is what are the aspirations for this year? What are your goals? Is it a failure if
finals or bust?
Is it a finals win or bust, or is it just getting to the finals?
No, it's a finals win.
Finals win.
First off, just getting to the finals was one thing. When they went out and they paid Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and bought them in while they were both injured, it was with the understanding that, you know what, even though we're both injured, we're just going to play out last season, see what happens. They fucked around and made the playoffs, right? The first year they fucked around, they made the playoffs, got eliminated in the first round. Both of them come back. Kevin Durant, you watched the game last night. It was a nationally televised game. Kevin Durant torched the Knicks and didn't even look like he was trying, and still torched the Knicks. And so you got to think of it this way, was they went out and got those guys just to get them to the finals. Not get out of the first round, not get to the Eastern Conference Finals, get them to the finals and win the damn finals. You make a move to bring in James Harden with the money that you're paying him, the kind of scorer that he is, with the reputation, the accolades, and everything like that. You're bringing that guy in to basically say that this is win a championship this year. Win a championship this year while we still have Kevin Durant and Kyrie under contract. Because with that trade for James Harden, I don't know how long Harden's contract is. I know Harden signed a massive contract a few years ago, but once KD and Kyrie's contracts are up, someone's out. Someone's gone. You can't pay all of them and still afford to put a team. You don't put a team on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I think though that look. The question's always going to be though, the expectation, obviously you get all these guys, you need to win a title, but they're just not. They're not the team that from the East that's going to beat the Lakers, right? Like there really is no team in the East, I think, that can beat the Lakers in a one-on-one matchup, except maybe the Heat at 100%. But even then, it's not close.
A lot has to go right.
Right. You got to get a lot of calls. You're going your way. You got to hope that
Jimmy Butler's got to go remember the finals last year. Jimmy Butler's got to have a 40-point game. Goran Dragic has to show up. You got to have fucking
Tyler Hero's got to develop. He's got to grow now. Right. Like he's in his second year. He's got to develop.
Tyler Hero's got to go become a scorer, and you need Bam Adebayo to basically become Ben Wallace, and you're not scoring on the inside. It's basically what they need to beat the Lakers, essentially.
And especially that Lakers team.
Stuff to happen.
That Lakers team is better. That Lakers team is they retooled to the max, because they took Rajon Rondo and replaced him with a better version of Rajon Rondo and Dennis Schroeder, who's more capable of even scoring than Rondo. And they brought in, they lost JaVale McGee. They lost a few other pieces. but they brought in Montrezl Harrell from the other side of LA, and he's gonna come in there and be just, but like, this team is just OP. Like, let's be honest. Like if we're like, I know you don't like LeBron, and we can have the LeBron discussion later, but one thing that's undeniable is this team together and the chemistry they have, the how good LeBron and AD are in the playoffs together, especially because they do load management. It's the game. It's what they do. When they don't need to play, they don't play. But in the playoffs, they go all out, and they're capable of doing that. But this team is just too good. I don't see a team that's in the East, like even the Nets included, that's going to come out and beat them.
I don't either. But you don't. The Western Conference playoffs are weird, dude. Because
the only way they're coming out is through those Mavs. I'm telling you, don't
either those
Luka.
Mavs or the fucking Suns. Those are the only teams. And even then, it's like Devin Booker might have to.
No, the Suns.
Devin Booker might have to go score 50 a game.
Who's guarding LeBron? Who's guarding LeBron?
I think you could try to scheme for that. I mean, you got DeAndre Ayton down low. He could do anything.
But
just
then
try.
Yeah, no. Like the thing is,
I mean,
the reason
I don't know. You might just have to keep swapping bodies. Mikal Bridges just keep swapping bodies. Entire LeBron out. I mean, that's
the reason. To beat you. Look. There's one we didn't even mention, the Clippers, and there's a reason for that. They're not beating anybody. But I'm sorry. I like Kawhi too. But he chose to play with George Paul. I refuse to say his real name until he proves otherwise. But he went to go play with George Paul, and we saw how that turned out. But the only two teams that I could see giving the Lakers trouble and are good matchups for the Lakers are the Nuggets and the Mavs. And the Nuggets, because they can match up man for man. Well, not like they can match up on defense and contain the Lakers offense, and they scheme well. And if Jamal Murray comes out and he balls out, he can lead them in scoring. You got Nikola Jokic, the Joker, who can handle a lot of the stuff inside. And then the Mavs, only because Luka Doncic is that bad. He's a bad man. Luka Doncic he's an offensive defensive machine. Like he's gonna be the MVP one day. That's undeniable. He could win the MVP this year. Far too early to tell. But Luka Doncic is going to be a nightmare to actually defend for the Lakers. And likewise, when you have Porzingis, if Porzingis is healthy, and again, big if on that one, he's also a nightmare, because even AD is going to probably have trouble scoring Porzingis if he's healthy, or guarding Porzingis. So but again, Lakers, you would still take them as the favorite in both of those matchups. We're only talking about teams that possibly could win. There's no team outright that could match up man for man with the Lakers right now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. For more content, please hit that notification bell, comment, subscribe, and everything like that. And just remember, keep it real.